Well, good afternoon from sunny, hot Florida. My name is Graham Williamson, and you're in the Dare to Dream show. And I'm an international intuitive, evidential medium and psychic. And today's show is totally different. But before we go any further into the show's broadcasted with WGSN-DB, Going Solar Network, radio, TV, and podcasts. We're number one internet talk network. And this is Going Bold Wednesday. I just love it. And as I say, my show today is, are you really listening? But what are you thinking? All my life, I've been a medium. Even longer, I've been a psychic. You see, the difference, I've said a few times in my shows, the psychic is in the material. It's one of your six senses. Everybody has it to some degree or another. The more you listen to it, the more it develops, and it can help you. It can even save your life. It saved mine more than once, because I was ex-military and things I got into, all under the flag of Great Britain, and I loved it. But the mediumship is about a raised vibration energy, your inner energy, and how you perceive life, and always thinking that the highest and best for everybody, including yourself. And I just did an event in the east coast of Florida last weekend. It was a great event. I had plenty of people coming for readings. And one of the people that I read was a very staunch, don't believe in it. But I'm going to see what you can do. Yeah. And he was pretty negative. But as always, I'll say, are you satisfied with it? He said, yeah. And then left. Then came back with a negative, which made me laugh. I thought, I'm not even going to play silly games with people's emotions. Because as a medium, my job is to be giving you, the recipient, the highest and best I can give with spirit. And to do that, I can't play around with other people's emotions. I can't be negative to myself or them or the situation. And all this time I've been doing the mediumship and the psychic work is I have to think that little bit more carefully as a person, as Graham. And thinking is based with the ego, the persona of the person, how that person works every day, and how you interact with everyday people. So what's the difference? When I say, are you really listening? Well, you should have put apostrophes on the listening. Because for me, it means seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, and your sixth sense, your psychic, super abilities. And all them work together. And as you look at me, there's a picture on that side of the Tower Bridge, London. So about the bend in it. You can't see it properly. But on the other side, all these pictures. But I'm looking straight forward and looking at my nose on the camera. But I'm seeing all these things. It's a whole picture. When I'm working with spirit and or psychic ability, I don't focus. I get the whole picture. I'm listening to myself, my body's responses, what I see out of my eyes, preferably more than focused in front. What I'm smelling while I'm talking, what I'm hearing, what I'm feeling. All these things are in my vocabulary of listening. And I don't use this when I'm working with spirit, my ego-driven thoughts. Because as soon as you start thinking, oh, let's go and do some shopping now. What do I need? Oh, yeah. You see what I mean? But when I'm a spirit, it's automatic. I don't have to think at all. It comes out without bias. But only well, almost without bias, for those people who like me like to say the correct words, I have always given a positive reading, or else I can't do it. I won't lie to you. I won't bend it to suit what you want, like this gentleman wanted me to suit it to his need. I can't do that. Because I won't dishonor the spirit guides that have worked with me all my life. Well, 3.5 years I consciously can't remember. So I'm 69 now. So it's nearly 66 years I've been working with my gifts. Sounds a lot, but I've had a human life. I've had my ego step in. I've had all the things that have happened in my life that stopped me working with spirit. But I've looked back and thought, hang on a minute, spirit were guiding me here. They saved my life here. They did this for me here. I listened to my past. I listened every second of the day. At night time, when I go to bed, or I want to switch off from working with spirit and with people unless life or death situations arises, I say, okay, guys, this is my time now with my wife and family. And I say it every night. And I'm thankful every morning. You see, you have to be set in your intention to work with spirit. You have to listen to what you feel, what you sense, and respond automatically. And automatically means that you've been doing it so many times you don't have to think about it. One of my friends holds classes in a spiritual place not too far from me. And he's been brought up so similar to me. We're almost like brothers. And we complement each other in the way we talk about spirit. He's been doing a lot more classes than I have in a church. I can't do that in a church because I'm not part of the group. Because I'm too independent. And I'm busy helping people here around me. The people I know, people I bump into, my old workplaces. I constantly go around and say, how's it going? And I'm helping them, telling them certain things from spirit. And they know me, they know what I'm like. And they need, every now and again, they come up and say, Graham, I need you. But it's not me they need. They know me enough to say, can you help? It's a psychic side, or it's spiritual side, or it's just plain, they're just having a bad day, or just want to vent, whatever. But a medium has to listen to every one of his senses or her senses all the time. And you can't shy away from it. As I say about, well, I can't do this backwards. Tower Bridge there. I took that picture many years ago. I was in London by the Tower Bridge, literally, at a royal dock. I knew Her Majesty's Royal Navy, His Majesty's Royal Navy, come berth there. And I just came up with the camera, took the picture. Fantastic. And I was short of money at the time, because being a sailor, single, that was back in the 70s. I was a little bit younger. And I always needed money to go out drinking. Well, I took this picture. And this guy came up to me and said, seen that picture of yours in the bar that you're showing your friends? I'll buy it off you. And then I get £200. In the early 70s. And instinctively I went, no. Even though I wanted to have money and do what I wanted to do, I said no. This picture is mine and it's for life. It's a memory of what I used to be. I've had people asking me, can I have a copy of that? Here's some money for that. They're not trying to buy the negative. You see, I listen to my guts. Instead of thinking, I want some money for booze, or I want money for going out and enjoying myself. Instead of thinking, I respond as automatic, no. That's for me. So every time I see that picture, it reminds me I listen. It's little things like that. And my mum's Dare to Dream picture, that one, just above my thumb. It reminds me every day that I've got to listen to who I am automatically. When you are listening to this program, Just close your eyes and tell me after that, well, tell yourself, what colour are you seeing behind your eyelids? Normally, it's a different colour other than black or white. Just remember that colour, what it meant or means at that moment. Remember it. And then concentrate on the black. Because the black is, for me, everything. Black is knowledge, warmth, security, peace, compassion, empathy. This knowledge, it is the knowledge of everything in it. And then I breathe it in and it helps calm my mind, and my actual spirit just feels comfortable. It's not about going into the darkness and all this, it's going into the black of knowledge. There's a distinct difference. And the more you breathe it in and the more you feel at peace, your heart rate slows down, you feel safe, comforted, warm. And when you open your eyes again, my analogy is, what do you see first when you look up at the night clear sky? Some people say the black, some people say the light. Well, the black is supporting the white. It's an analogy. It's not factual. But it's an analogy. The black supports the white. The white gives knowledge out. The black absorbs knowledge. It's a balance. We all have balances within us. The yin and yang, light, dark, positive, negative. All these things matter when you're listening, not here, but in your heart. I have helped so many people who are stressed out because I started by just doing this breathing exercise, just breathing in deeply and closing your eyes for about 1.5 minutes. That's all it takes. Close your eyes, see the colour after about 10 seconds. Remember it, what it means. Go into the black. And when you start feeling comfortable and safe, go in deeper. Say it takes 1.5 minutes. And then you come out and open up and remember, write down what that colour was, what it meant to you. Because that is important to know by breathing properly, by feeling comforted, secure, safe, loved. Okay? That is important to open up those chakra points throughout your whole body, especially the third eye and the crown chakra. I do it automatically. In fact, people say, but why do you do it? Can't you get into trouble for doing that automatically? I can safely say in all the readings I've ever done, and there's been a few, since the age of 18, I'll go from that point on. I've only had 2 people I could not read. And one person, no, I tell you, 2 people that didn't like my reading. Because they had already set their thoughts, their ego, in what they perceived I should be telling them before I even started. And those are the people I would say, sorry. Think about it. If you think about it, keep on using that word thinking. Those that know me go, you're actually thinking, Graham? But I can laugh about it. You as a novice or intermediate or even as a full medium, you know, if you can't enjoy your own humor with people, not at people, you're missing the boat. You really are. I have a laugh all the time. It's very rare that I get into a position where I don't want to do anything. I'm miserable and that. As soon as I realize I'm feeling miserable, I change my perspective. I listen. Come on, Spirit, what are you trying to show me? Why am I doing like this? I analyze everything. And yes, that part, I am consciously thinking, why should I be depressed? Then I go back to being meditating and say, okay, I should be working with Spirit. I've learned my lesson from this. And I'm talking to Spirit. And I use the word talking with or to Spirit. Not thinking, talking. The power of the voice is phenomenal. Even people with mute or deaf, sign language is fantastic. Communication has to be clear. But you've got to let your heart guide your voice. You really have. I've got people that are talking about me at the moment. I get itchy when people outside family are talking about me. You see, when I tell people I'm going to be doing a show, some people are happy, some people are not happy. Oh, we wanted to go out and meet you. We wanted to do something. I said, no, every other Wednesday, I'm here. This is my favourite Wednesday, the day I'm doing my show on Going Solo Network. Because I'm trying to teach you the differences of what mediumship and a psychic are and could do. And every single one of us have different perspectives and work ethics, methods of producing a successful psychic work or medium work. I was just talking to Cece, producer of this wonderful channel. And the whole point of not thinking comes after a little bit of training. We were talking about one of the show hosts, that'll be on Thursday, who does tarot cards. I was taught tarot when I was a little boy, along with my siblings. But we were shown playing cards, plain cards, with red and blue pack with stars on the back, diamonds on the back, I should say. And we were told, what do you think those mean? And I sat there looking at them. And when all the others had done their bit, I said, no, I don't think that. I think this, and this, these cards. My grandmother smiled and she says, you're right. But that's your interpretation, Graham. You didn't take the cards and say, the diamond means this, the heart means that, the clubs means this, the spades mean that. You put it as a whole picture. And over the years, I learned to listen by sight, by talking, by hearing, even the voices within my mind. Spirit, use your memories. Remember I've talked about it? Spirit, trip your memories to show that they're around and say, let's activate this thought. It's not the fact that died that you remember, say, oh, I can't talk to you because you're dead. But my memory is a trip to family and loved ones that have passed. I know it's because they want to show me something that's important. And again, it's the listening. It's such a beautiful thing to do instead of thinking. But that's only in the spiritual and the psychic sense. We all have to think. We all have to live on this earth. We have to keep our feet grounded. I am totally understanding. I've been here long enough to understand that. But when you're doing medium work or psychic work, listening is more important than thinking. And we all know what a lot of people are so deep in thought, they're missing life. They think they've got to do things their way. And in a way, they may be right. But you've got to have compassion, empathy, love, care, understanding, knowledge, peace. You've got to have all these things in your life to say, yeah, I can accept my life's role. But if you're not getting it, why? Is a big question. Don't worry about the little fur balls that's just showing here. That's my little dog who runs up and down. There he goes. Sorry, Bo. But I'm going to say something else. I have never met a medium yet that doesn't enjoy working with spirit. I've met many psychics that don't like it. And that is, well, for me, I have to laugh. If you're psychic and you're working with spirit and you're not happy, think about why. As I say, psychic is of the physical. Mediumship is of the spiritual. Your vibration has to be higher than just reading cards. And you can connect with loved ones through cards. But your vibration has to be a lot higher than just being psychic. I have learned clairsentient, clairvoyance, clairaudient, and all the rest of this. I can never remember all the terms. I'm not a label person. But all the gifts that I have within me, I don't say that's all I can do. I know whatever spirit need at the time, I trust them to work through my physical body and pass on the message they deem important. And all I ask of them is be positive, no negative, uplift a person, show them evidential proof of the spirit is one that they have known and loved. Because so many people come to mediums for peace. I've got so much energy. I'm actually super tense and super relaxed at the same time. I've been thinking about this show all week, and I normally don't. I just think, let's see what happens. And I'm seeing what happens, and it's staggering me how spirit are using my voice. Okay, you proved the point. Using my vocal cords in a way that conveys what they deem important. Because my shows are about showing you how to become a medium, how to be a psychic. But you have to find your own pathway. I can just show you key pointers. You can come up to them at any speed, any direction you deem fit, or totally miss it, or just stop for a bit at one of them. It's entirely up to you. I'm not going to say you've got to do ABC, apart from a few base rules that I was taught. And you have to listen to this. Always say a prayer for guidance. Always have good intention. Never give a negative reading. And if you don't feel well, don't have any session. Tell them the truth. I'm not feeling up to it. I need a break. Come back another day. Or sorry, I can't do it. Be honest. Because being a medium, you've got to be honest to yourself and spirit. There is no seconds. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean it that way. You know, oh, I'll make it up to you next time. No. You've got to have good intention. You've really got to set what you want to do first with spirit before you speak to a recipient, even before typing, phoning, seeing, sign language, whatever you want to do. You've got to set your intent. Because if you're not really listening to what's being shown, heard, smelling, feeling, talking about, it's all ego. And it's sad when people go to see certain readers, and it's the same story for every recipient that comes. And I go, what are you thinking? You're saying you're a psychic or a medium, and you're doing that every single time? Okay. But I say that to myself. I don't go up to anybody and say, what the heck are you doing? Unless it's life or death. I do have my limitation. But when you see somebody and you feel it in your gut, they're doing right, praise them. If they're doing wrong, walk away. Because that person's going to find out their own way, whether they're good or bad. And I've made mistakes, and I own up to them. I'm not carte blanche owning up. I'll just say, oh, I'll own up to everything. No. I have to look at what I've done. And when you work with spirit, as long as some of the mediums I know myself, You're doing that a lot. Did I do the best I could there? Now I feel I could do better. You always feel, which is my opinion, I always feel I can do better in my readings. And I'm asking Spirit, let's top it up a notch. Let's move it up. Let's do it even more. I want to be able to go in front of hundreds of people, or thousands of people and say ABC. But I'm getting there, one day at a time. I may not achieve it, but the journey is far more important because I am really listening to my guts, really listening to what Spirit's guiding me to say and do. What I feel inside is comfort. I don't feel stressed. I don't feel panic. I feel excited. I think, yeah, this is going great. But it's only because Spirit has shown me what I'm doing is the right thing for now. That's another reason why I have this show called Dare to Dream. I'm going on solo media.com. Going Bold Wednesday is very important to me and a lot of you. I'm hoping one day some of you might want to come on and chat and ask questions or send me details of a question or pointer or whatever you want to do. So I'm going to give you my email address. It is amedium77, all one word, at gmail.com. My telephone number is Florida, USA, 352-409-1060. Leave me a voice message. If you don't, I'm sorry, I won't respond. I won't dial the number back to see if it's really somebody calling. We all get too many spam calls. But leave me a voice message and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And the other thing I want you to do is go to Going Solo Media. We are on WGSN-DB Going Solo Network and radio, TV and podcasts. There you go. You type that, go to YouTube, and you'll see a lot of information. My shows are recorded every 2 weeks on a Wednesday, 6 till 6:45 EST. And I'm always going to talk about spirit and psychic work. But when you come to our website, you'll be amazed at how many shows we do on here. My show is just one facet. Now I found out there's another lady doing tarot and another one is a good friend of mine and she's doing spirit stuff as well. We're trying to get more spirit going on this. We do Roku and Amazon TV, and Going Solo TV and Going Bold Network. I mean, I remember when we were just a couple of million viewers. I mean, it's up 6, 7, maybe 8 million now. I don't know. It just keeps on going up. So, are you listening? Are you really listening to what I'm saying to you? Are you really listening to yourself? You have to listen with every fiber of your whole being. We're human beings. We're spirit having a human experience. Our spirit is untarnished. It comes in pure white. And the tarnishing is done by emotional living and materialistic living and experiencing. Your spirit is always white. And I call it the onion layers that go over the emotional situations in life that you've experienced. But when you start to listen to your whole being, it gets rid of all those onion layers. Your energy rises. It's free to flow up and down through the whole of your body, coming from spirit all the way through to the ground and from your spiritual center. It emanates outwards, your auric field. And that's what touches people. You'd be surprised how far your energy extends from the physical body. Some people could just walk into a room and you're on the other side, 20, 30, 40, even 100 feet away. And you go, who's that? You feel it straight away. That's one of the listening gifts that you have. Clairsentience. because that auric energy, that auric field is so powerful. You can feel it. I don't understand how that's possible because I'm not a scientist. But I know when somebody good walks in the room, I'm happy. Somebody bad walks in the room, I either avoid them or leave. Because I don't want to be with people that are negative. And people say, oh, didn't you come to see that person? I said, yeah, but they're negative. I'm out of here. They've got other people to speak to see. That's fine. I just don't want that energy around me. I'll go to shows of mediums and stuff. And 9 times out of 10, not bad at all. But occasionally you get the one and you think, heck no, I'm not even going in the building. But was it a wasted journey? No. My journey is more important than the destination. My destination, I know, will be when I pass over to the other side. And I'm in no rush to go there. So I'm not worried about it for now. But I'm enjoying the journey I'm on now, the pathway I'm walking. I dare to dream to create a life that I never even envisioned years ago. But coming to America, meeting Sandy and the girls, and know my own family in England, I've enjoyed every minute of it. There's some sadness in there, but I've turned around and said, without the sadness, I wouldn't understand the happiness. Without the pain, I'd be emotionally dead. Without the grief, I wouldn't have known love. You see, everything that happens to you can be turned around into a positive attitude. It's not about living in fairyland and saying, oh, I will. No. You literally are a human being having a human experience. And we'll be going for a break in a second. But I hope you come back. And it'll only take about 2 minutes. And we'll finish off the show. But if you want to contact me, email me a medium, AMEDIUM 77 at gmail.com. Send me a question, text. I'm always willing to share stuff. Or you can call me. I'm in Florida, USA, 352-409-1060. Leave a voice message or I won't answer you. Hey, that's a good point. Thank you, CC. Join me on Facebook. I have my Graham Williamson Facebook page, but I also have Medium Graham Williamson page. That's more of the spiritual stuff, similar to what I do here, but this is all live, and I post stuff occasionally from my spirit thoughts and what I'm guided to share. But you can ask me questions on either one. Now we're going to take this break and we'll be back shortly. So stick around. See you soon.
Hi, I'm John Thomas. I want to share with you a professional products and services directory we call Going Solo Directory, and you need to check this out. If you want exposure to your business or are seeking professional product or services, this directory has it all. And that membership, for the many special features, you get the benefit of a worldwide exposure with a 40-minute video interview on an international business show showcase. All this for just one low annual fee. For more information, contact goingsolodirectory.com.
Hi, welcome back. This is Dare to Dream. I'm your host, Graham Williamson, international intuitive, evidential medium and psychic. And today we're talking about, are you really listening or just thinking? And I want to make a pointer about going solo media. The going solo media for me is about going solo, single, individual, a person, but you're never alone. Never, ever alone. Goingsolomedia.com, visit it, send an email or whatever. Because this is not about individuals trying to control things. This is about individuals who want to give of themselves for you, the viewer. We're on Roku, Amazon TV, Going Solo Net, TV, and Going Bald Network. We are touching a lot of lives. But myself as a medium and a psychic, going solo means to me about being an individual that is willing to do the best he can to help other people. It's not about, look what I can do, but more, what can I give you? The best I can. And if you need help learning about who you truly can be, come to Going Solo Media. I mean, we've got so many people that can help you. And this isn't really a spiritual moment, but it means to me, as a human being on this earth, with all that's going on around you, you need somebody to talk to or to listen to. Pick a topic. I'm sure it's covered in Going Solo Media. I really do. Especially in the summer when things are stressful for a lot of people. I can feel it. In fact, my wife's going to be going away for 5 weeks, and I'm dog sitting, cat sitting, but I'll be talking to her every single day. You see, modern technology has enabled us to be in touch with our loved ones, those that are physically around. And even if those loved ones have passed to the other side, on Solo Media, the network, there's some of us that may be able to reconnect you with those that have passed. We can do it in private. We can do it one-to-one in real life, facing each other on the phone, messenger, whatever. Because you're never alone, ever. You're individuals that are all connected by one thing, divine energy. We're all created for a purpose, and we have to find our own purpose. And that's why I love this Going Solo Media, the network. I'm never alone. If I need help, I contact my fellow hosts. We do affect a lot of people. We help a lot of people. And the effect we want to give each and every one of you is a positive one. I've been married twice before, made big mistakes, recovered alcoholic and all the rest of it. But coming with these people, as ministers, as counsellors, as umpteen people that can help you. Because we listen. We also talk. We also share. This is what we're doing. We're sharing our experiences with you, the recipient. But if you want one-to-one, private, and all that, email us, contact us through goingsolomedia.com, or you can contact me directly. My email is amedium77, all one word, at gmail.com. Send me an email and Ask your questions. I may be able to help you. If not, I'll definitely point you to the right direction. Or you can phone me. I am in Florida, USA, number 352-409-1060. Leave a voice message. That's most important. I say it every week that we're doing this. And I'm actually thinking I may do a little demonstration next show. I will do a little bit of a reading. I'm going to pick on Cece if she's willing. Because I want you to realize that no matter where you are, you can always be connected with somebody. Even if that person's passed on to the other side. By listening to your inner self and those spiritual gifts that you are born with, the hearing, seeing, smelling, talking, the touch, all those senses you've got are there for a reason. And if you don't listen to them, you shorten yourself and your purpose. That could help you find your self-enlightenment. But I'm your host of this show, Dare to Dream, Graham Williamson, international intuitive evidential medium and psychic. And I want you to come and join in and give us your opinions. Ask questions. Go onto YouTube, Roku, Amazon. There's all these different channels. Go to the website and you will find links there, and just look up whatever topic it is that you wish to connect with. All our shows are recorded. But I hope you actually subscribe to my shows as well as to Go Solo Media. My next show will be August the 2nd at 6 p.m. EST, Wednesday. And I haven't got a clue what the topic will be at the moment. I always ask Spirit after the show, say, what do you want me to do? I'm feeling that it might be doing something more spiritually led. Because I've been hyper from the last show I did in Cocoa Beach. It was wonderful. So, my friends, in short, listen to your heart, your guts. Stop thinking on your own. Because when you're on your own, your thoughts can go down a tunnel so easy. But when you close your eyes, go into the darkness of knowledge and positivity, warmth, love, you'll feel yourself becoming less stressed. Your breathing will improve. You'll feel the warmth going through you. That's when you can feel all your senses opening up. It's a technique I learned a long time ago. It helps me fall asleep or just feel less stressed, more in connection with spirit. And before any of you say, well, black is negative, it's evil. No. My intent is to teach you black is the opposite to white. But black is also knowledge that white can give. You have to have black to have white. You have to have good to have bad. But the bad is 9 times out of 10 emotional conflict of self, of ego, of situation, materialistic. But you can change any negative that comes your way with a positive attitude. People that I've bumped into and talk about, oh, you don't know what it's like to have a hangover every day and all the rest of it. I tell them a story. Or you don't know what it's like to lose out of the marriage and tell them a story. Each of us have our own story to help other people. But when you're giving it to somebody else, think, why are you giving that story to somebody else? You actually saying it has a purpose for the talker, the speaker. I know why I'm doing what I'm doing, to show you I'm a human being as well as a medium. So I hope you are really listening, not but what are you thinking? I don't want you to confuse the two. Thinking is normally ego. The listening is every sense you've got that you were created with. It connects you to spirit, which are always around you and within you. Your spirit connects through your energy to the spirit realm when your vibration's high enough. Now I'm your host of Dare to Dream, Graham Williamson. I'm an international intuitive, evidential medium and psychic. And I hope you've enjoyed your show. I've got to go now because I've been talking too much. I'll see you 2 weeks' time, 2nd of August, 6 p.m. EST. Thanks for watching and listening. Bye for now.